at home, but it's a flyer that we're doing. It's basically a receipt contest. So if you go to any Rocky Hill business and you spend $20 or more, you could take a picture of your receipt, and we're going to get all these posters out, and it has a QR code. You just hold your phone up to it, send it to the chamber, and each week in November we're going to do a drawing for a $20 gift card. So if you spend 20, you could win 20. And we picked the $20 amount because there could be, if you go to Mitchell's or go to a breakfast place, you might not be spending $50 there. But so that's our push in November, and we're still working on ideas to try to boost the actual Small Business Saturday. We are applying with, as we normally do, with American Express to get all their goodie bags, and we normally go around to all the businesses and hand out whatever they give us, which are balloons and floor mats and bags. They actually give us a pretty big box of stuff to give out to businesses. But we're really trying to find some sort of event to help push that day also. And Dawn's got a list of everything that I don't remember off the top of my head, so I'll pass it over to her.
Well, what we're really trying to do is, because the small businesses have been impacted so much by COVID, we're trying to remind people in Rocky Hill that there are some great businesses locally, restaurants, shops, convenience stores, grocery stores. I mean, there's so much that Rocky Hill offers, so we're hoping that by putting this out there, we can stir up a little more interest in the local businesses, as well as make it fun for people to come out and shop there. So we're also doing like a hashtag for the month of October, not August. We're doing a hashtag contest. We'd like to do a hashtag throughout the month of November so that when you do shop at a store, even if you're not participating in necessarily the contest for the gift card, although I don't know why you wouldn't, if you take a picture of yourself at the store, put it on your Instagram and use the hashtag, we thought that would be really fun, kind of, uniting us as a community as well. So, again, we're trying to think of something to do on that Shop Small Saturday, which is November 28th. We are a little concerned about COVID, though, trying to figure out something that would make that a little fun, too. And so if anybody has ideas, you're welcome to send them to the chamber or join us on our Zoom Tuesday mornings. I think I got it. We're going to ask the stores to participate with putting up posters, as well as we're going to get some banners, hopefully, that we can hang around just reminding people to shop local.
Yeah. We're also exploring the idea of making a page on the chamber site that has maybe links for all gift cards. So if anybody's wondering what to get for Christmas, they could just go there and say, oh yeah, I could get something at Dakota, and it'll just go directly there. So they could do all their Christmas shopping in one spot. And we're going to do a deals page. If people are doing deals, we'll just advertise them. And this is all stuff we're doing for free at no cost. We're just trying to get the word out and get people to go shop at local businesses.
Okay.
Wow, you guys put this together in a couple of weeks?
We've been busy.
Think?
We've been busy.
We've been meeting quite a lot.
Mayor Murata keeps us moving.
Yeah.
But we're in the process of preparing and designing some banners that we'll be able to hang off the decorative light poles that are currently up for this year at least.
Yeah, that'll be
for
great.
the month of November. Staff is working on a design with a company. Hopefully they can turn it around in a couple of weeks. We won't know until probably tomorrow. They haven't gotten back to us.
Actually, one thing we forgot to mention was Ray. Economic Development was sponsoring a speaker that's going to come on the chamber. And I
That's
forgot.
kicking off the November 10th, and that's
November 10th.
And she is an expert in e-commerce.
Oh,
Right.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, and that I think would be very helpful
Yes.
for local businesses too, for the e-commerce.
Do you have a flyer for that on your website or?
I don't yet, but it's the same link as our
Okay.
Tuesday Zoom, so I'll get some information about her probably this week to put up there.
Okay.
I think
Well,
that's
That's all we can remember for the moment.
Yeah, thank you very much for filling us all in. And needless to say, please support your local businesses. We do this every year, and it's very important to support the small businesses in your town. Having said that, I think we're ready to move on to the director's report. So-
All right. You all have a copy of my memo.
Yes.
Don't follow the agenda. It's in a different order. Just follow my memo. The Ames redevelopment project, not much has changed, but negotiations are ongoing between the owner and several interested parties. One potential developer has been reviewing some structural plans in the building department, so that's a plus.
Okay.
But we don't hold out a lot of hope based on the history of trying to get somebody to buy this property and redevelop it. It's a wait and see process. Town Center West redevelopment, I haven't had a lot of any contact actually with the owner or developer, but you can see Trinity Health will be occupying the space vacated by Kathy's Urgent Healthcare. Silas-Dean Highway Improvement Phase 3, as you can see, is currently under construction. Just as a note, we'll be putting up, I think, 54 decorative light poles along both sides of the Silas-Dean from Elm Street down to Parsonage, in addition to dozens and dozens of street trees and a whole bunch of landscaping in addition to the street trees, and a new bus stop.
Are they gonna be putting in sidewalks?
And sidewalks with brick banding.
Yeah,
So,
I happen to be, I happen to be at
Don't walk.
at the beauty parlor.
don't walk there yet.
And I saw across the street and I said, oh, they're laying sidewalks, okay.
The project is way behind due to some COVID-related issues with the supply chain, with light bases and
Right.
conduit for the lights.
Oh, out of curiosity then, who's going to own those lights? Is it the town?
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Thank you. Learned my lesson.
River's Edge, the developers had proposed a draft proposal to town staff to revise the plans, to maybe bring it up to date with the current residential market as opposed to the market in 2008. So staff at the planning and development end are still reviewing some of the revised plans, and we'll let the developer know what's next. Also, they have been starting the geotechnical investigations for soil suitability for the phase 1 of the buildings, and also some of the environmental remediation is hopefully to begin next month, I'm told by the attorney. All right, the TIF, or the Tax Increment Financing District, really haven't worked on that since the last update. We did get some property ownership information and assessed value information that's required for the TIF process. And we'll be working on that as time goes. And then some additional activities or assistance. As you can see, a new AutoZone is being built where the Kawasaki dealership was. And the rebuilt Shell station is now open on 1380 Silas-Dean. The 16,000 square foot Trinity Health Medical Building on Cromwell Avenue. You can all see that the shell and the structure is up, and they're working on the facade right now, and then they'll be moving indoors.
Okay.
The approved restaurant at 240 Meadow Road, or the former Tapestry Rose Building where the restaurant was approved. I am told that they will be starting to grade and pave the parking area. So that's a huge, huge plus.
Okay.
It's been held up for a very long time by the state Department of Rail.
Where is the parking area? Is that across the street or is that on their land?
It's, if you're looking at the building, it's to the left,
Yeah.
in between the rail and the building. And there's an area also on the other side of the rail, which will be built for, they have a license agreement to construct the parking on that property.
That's great to see that moving forward.
Yeah.
You just heard about the zone change in Boondoggle, so I don't need to repeat that. That's 45 Evans Road, the official address. Planning and Zoning Commission is still reviewing the town center zoning regulations, which is really where Ames is and town center area. There is a regulation that allows mixed uses, and it currently requires a 4-application process for a mixed use. They're looking to reduce that to a reasonable special permit process.
Good.
That'll be excellent.
And then MTU Engineering, previously located at the I-91 Business Center, has moved to 400 Capitol Boulevard. The former United Health building, the former Ingenix building, and the former Optum building. They're occupying, I think, 3 floors of that building. And Weston and Sampson, which was located in Dividend Road, has relocated to Winbrook Business Park on Brook Street. Staff met with a new massage therapist who will be moving in and buying a unit on Cold Spring Road. We are meeting with the potential buyer for 299 Dividend Road, which is where American Furniture Rentals used to be, near the intersection of Dividend Road and Old Forge. The old Forest Machine building, 37 Inwood Road, which was left vacant when Forest Machine moved to Berlin and built their 55,000 square foot building. I'll be working with the potential new owner. I was contacted by the realtor last week. Hopefully that will come to fruition. In Connecticut Pharma, the medical marijuana producer located in the former McKesson building, is currently in the process of retrofitting their building and relocating much of their operations from their current facility in Portland to Rocky Hill. In fact, I think they will be looking to add on to that building. They are moving so quickly.
Okay.
Any questions?
Is American Furniture Rental, are they staying in that building?
No,
or
they're gone.
They are gone,
Yeah,
okay.
they're gone. It's vacant. And where Weston and Sampson was located, there is another company occupying a portion of that building, but much of it is for lease.
And one other question, with the planning and zoning change for Boondoggle, is that just that property, or does that expand past, like, in that area of town?
I can answer that.
Yes?
Do I need to go to the microphone? My zone change affected 4 properties.
Oh.
So 10, 15, 35, and 45 Dividend Road. They are all properties that, with one owner, ultimately one owner. I think there were multiple entities that own them, but it doesn't affect anything outside of basically where I am.
development.
There is one parcel outside the train tracks, which is 35 Evans, and my understanding is that my landlord is going to replace an existing building on there at some point. He's going to come before the town and try to do that because it's an opportunity to rent some space, and it's an existing bid. He's just going to replace it with something new.
Right,
But it doesn't change the use of it per se because it's existing use.
yeah. I was just curious, because the old Pratt and Whitney building has a large parking lot that connects to the property that you guys are on, so if there was ever any expansion that way.
It's on my mind if I ever, become the Anheuser-Busch family, but
Right?
I don't foresee that happening quickly.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Okay, thank you. Okay, does anyone have any further questions of Ray or activities? If not, I guess we're ready for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion?
Motion adjourned.
A second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Bye, everyone.